Why chameleons change colors. Long ago, before humans even existed, all the animals of the world lived together in harmony. They played together, feasted together, and traveled together. But then, a terrible famine swept across the land, and for months the animals had barely anything to eat. When someone did find food, it was every creature for himself. Eventually, some animals started eating other animals just to stay alive, a custom that continues to this day. One day, Eagle was soaring high above the earth, searching for prey. He saw dozens of creatures that could satisfy his beastly hunger, but none worth going after. Snakes tried to bite him, frogs were much too slimy, and mice and lizards ran away before he could catch them. Then Eagle's keen eyesight spotted old, feeble Chameleon. He will make a lovely snack for me and my chicks, thought Eagle. With that, he swooped down at astonishing speed. Chameleon barely had time to react before he found himself clutched in Eagle's talons. With his prize in tow, he flew off into the distance. When Chameleon could open his eyes again, he was in Eagle's nest, perched in the highest branch of an elder tree. Crowded around him were three scrawny, hungry-looking chicks. Eagle stood at the edge of the nest, eyeing Chameleon greedily. "I'm so lucky I found you," crooned Eagle. "My chicks are starving, and they've gotten so thin. This will be their first meal in weeks." Chameleon realized the chicks were going to eat him and nearly fainted. But then he remembered that his friend Tortoise always used wit and cunning to get out of dangerous situations, and decided that's what he would do now. "Wait!" he cried. "Are you sure you want to feed me to your chicks? I taste terribly bland." "True," muttered Eagle. "You don't look very appetizing. I guess I'd better find something to season you with." And he set off to look for herbs. Chameleon knew this might be his only chance of escape. He lulled the chicks to sleep, and slowly climbed down the elder tree. He knew he would need help getting out of this situation, and he knew just who to ask. When Eagle came back and found Chameleon gone, he let out a squawk of rage. "I'll track down that wretched reptile to the ends of the earth if I have to," he swore. Meanwhile, Chameleon had just reached the sacred pine tree. The tree's guardian, Owl, was known for his wisdom. When Owl woke up at twilight, Chameleon made his way to the nest and explained his predicament. "I think I know how I can help," said Owl. He took a fine white powder and rubbed some on Chameleon's belly. "Whenever you feel you are in danger," Owl told him, "rub your tail on your belly and flick it across your body. That should keep you safe." Chameleon thanked Owl and went on his way. A few days later, Chameleon was ambling about in his usual way when he spotted Eagle circling in the skies above. As soon as Eagle saw him, he dived. Without hesitation, Chameleon rubbed his long, slender tail on his body and flicked it. He felt powder scattering all over his body. Eagle tried to grab Chameleon, but he wasn't there. Eagle stopped and looked around. Where did that ludicrous lizard go? He wondered. Just then, Chameleon reappeared next to a pile of rocks. His skin was no longer green, but a dark, earthy brown. Squawking in anger, Eagle dived again. Chameleon scattered more powder on his body, and his skin turned a light gray color. Eagle lunged and missed. It finally dawned on him that Chameleon had learned the art of camouflage and could never be caught again. Frustrated over his defeat, Eagle went to the river to hunt for fish. But even today, Chameleon still fears for his life. Whenever he sees or hears a hungry animal approaching, he blends in with his surroundings and quietly slinks away.